Let's talk about DJ Akademiks beefing with Meek Mill, Freddie Gibbs, John Legend, and Chrissy Teigen.
What?
Like, what is going on
he was
with
beefing
that?
with them too.
Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta use this background.
What is this? What is going on?
Bad Barbie got mad titties for a 15-year-old. You already know.
You said it.
Oh my god.
You said it. Not
Act said it.
He put it on himself.
See, let me just put into context. So I saw this video of him wilding on Twitch, and supposedly I read this article and they said that he was drunk, but that's still no excuse. He was just going crazy. I don't know why he would say those things about Chrissy Teigen. I understand she was sneak dissing him supposedly, but damn, you gotta call her the B word though. You gotta say all that crazy stuff about her though. Like, come on, man.
To a 30-year-old man.
I'm gonna keep it fair with you, man. I feel like Akademiks is done, man.
He's done.
I feel like Akademiks is, bro.
Akademiks, like at this point in time, he literally needs to stop his whole consciousness and what he's doing and said, maybe I should actually be a DJ and just stop all this social media stuff.
It's not even good for him. You know what Ak need to do? Ak need to hit up a vote. You feel me? He need to get off of Complex. He need to go back to Joe. He need to go back to Joe Budden, man.
He Joe to be his mentor at this point.
I don't think Joe Budden wants him back.
Look, man. Look. Akademiks need something like an everyday struggle because Akademiks is taking L after elbow.
Can we just talk about how sensitive Freddie Gibbs is?
I have never heard anything from that man in my life.
Freddie Gibbs honestly was just joking. Freddie Gibbs was just joking with him. Freddie Gibbs didn't take him serious. It's Akademiks. I mean, Akademiks was the one. He was the main one crying on Twitch.
He was. I give you that. That is true.
Like Akademiks, honestly, bro. I think what happened with Akademiks is, especially when he was coming up, bro. You know how many rappers were just like.
It's because of the Chirac, because of the videos he did about Chicago. That's why people don't respect him.
No, it's
I thought that's why people respect him.
No, like Vic Mensa when he was criticizing him.
Vic Mensa. We've been got that.
But it started with that. Let's be real. Like when he talked about the mass killings and he was using a lot of satire when he talked about like the killings in Chicago, like with some of these rappers when they were getting killed in the streets and everything. Vic Mensa didn't take kindly to that, and I forgot if he also talked about Chief. Well, he probably did talk about Chief Keef as well. But yeah, a lot of these dudes, they looked at him like, "Yo, who is this clown? Joking about all these killings in Chicago and everything."
As a matter of fact, who killed Vic Mensa's career? Was it Ak? I'm pretty sure it was Ak, dog.
That's what got him started, though. Like the war to rap really got him started. And you know what the crazy thing is? Ak really changed up journalism and rap. Like,
yeah,
that's true.
Like journalism, now dead without them.
Yeah, because now you don't need a degree to be considered a journalist.
Well, it's not even like it. Oh, yeah.
You don't really need to. All you need is just a camera, a computer, and a platform where you can just talk about whatever you want to talk about. And as long as you have a following behind you, hey, you good.
Yeah, but Ak just.
He did it wrong.
I've been taking Ak serious since I don't know, 2018, since 2017, I'm gonna say. I've been taking Ak serious since then.
Like Akademiks is he's like these new age rappers, pretty much. Like everything is just easier than it once was. He doesn't have to do much to get his name in the limelight, pretty much.
It's not even that. It's like I don't like Akademiks because ever since he realized he got clout, dude just been talking too tough.
Dang, that is true.
Ever since he gets realized he has clout, he been really talking tough to these rappers. He been talking
Meek Mill. It was really Meek Mill that kind of ignited everything.
I mean, for
the
Meek
whole
Mill,
Drake beef.
I'll give Akademiks credit. He was right about Meek Mill. You can't be both an activist and you can't be an activist
and like a gangster and a tough guy.
But I mean, that's a rarely occurrence when he's actually like right about something. Like for the most part, every time he beef with a rapper, it's like I feel like honestly, bro, when he was coming up, you remember how everybody was talking about him, shouldering on him. They was at his head. Now he got some power. Now he think he really, now he think he really the shit. So it's like he really think he has power in rap, and he think he could cancel people.
I think that's why he's always. I think that's why he's salty now, because just everything that's been happening in the past few years, people clowning him, not taking him seriously on his word and everything. And I can understand it, because just look at the way he came out. Like he didn't go through like process of becoming a journalist. He kind of maneuvered past the process, and he got there faster than others. That's why people resent him a lot of times. Joe Budden even touched about it like a few years ago. He talked about that. I think it was on the Everyday Struggle. They talked about it.
Dang. What I really want to see from Akademiks is like real development, because he's going on 30. He's only 28 though. But I would really like to see some growth and development, like turn into an adult kid-wise, like Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was kind of immature, talking about getting money, getting females, and all of that. And now he's talking about how to get money, how to just give and get,
More of a OG.
You really think we can take
Akademiks seriously? No, we can't take him seriously.
Ak is not gonna be no OG, bro.
You know what? Maybe to work on some comedy sets and do stand up, like just perfect his
craft. You know what? I should just go to rehab. You know what? Not rehab. He should just take a break. He should take a break. You know what I'm saying? Lay low for like a month. Lay low for a month or two. Let this all pass. Come back with a brand new attitude.
Hey, I'll be back, y'all. Take my seat. I got to get
that's what he should do.
A little bit.
That's what he should do, man. He
should try to get in like Vlad TV's sort of lane. I know you don't like Vlad TV, but people respect Vlad, although some people might not respect him a little bit. But at the end of the day, they respect his platform. They respect what he's talking about and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like he should get on that lane, honestly.
I don't see him ever getting to a Vlad TV lane, because I think he can do it. I just don't think he'll do it because of his personality. Because Act's thing is he's just gonna tell you like what he thinks. Vlad doesn't really do that. Vlad just sits there and asks questions.
No. See, you haven't watched
for the most part, we go to Vlad interviews for the person he's interviewing, not for Vlad.
That's true.
So it's I don't think Akademiks' ego will let him actually like do that, because Ak is just not gonna do that.
Well, what about the 6ix9ine interviews? He didn't like just let 6ix9ine speak. He didn't give his own opinion on the situations.
Well, 6ix9ine is his. Well, in that interview, I don't think Ak is his thing. Ak usually does like interviews on the rappers who actually care, who actually mess with him. Rappers don't mess with him like that. Like he'll only give his platform to people he messes with.
He messes with a lot of the new age rappers. That's what I know.
I mean, but they're not superstar. Like, you right about that, but they're not. You can't tell me too many popular rappers who he was really cool with. I mean, outside, especially recently, you can't tell me too many rappers he was actually cool with type stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Cause he's only. I feel like he's the guy that the new rappers go to.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Bro,
maybe this is like 2017 when he had X, when he had Trippy, when he had Cole, when he was cool with rappers. You feel me? Back then he was cool with rappers. Now I don't really see it as much. I mean,
not cool with Trippy no more.
The only rapper I really see him like interacting with nowadays is
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine, and that's it. I don't see him interacting with Trippy anymore. I don't see him interacting with any of those rappers.
Okay, that's
maybe
fair.
I think it's maybe because he doesn't try anymore, because he feels like he doesn't need to, because he is on his like high horse, so maybe he feels like he doesn't need to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like it's also just because like I think it's because honestly, I feel like before it was like he had fans, like they were his fans type shit. I don't think these new rappers are his fans like back then.
That's a tough thing.
Because back then it like he actually had some good points, but now it's just like he just got too much of an ego.
He's a joke. He's a joke now.
Yeah.
So what should he do?
Just like I said, he should take a few months, quit Complex. I think he should quit Complex.
Take a few months?
I think he should take a few months off. The reason why I say a few months is so, people forget stuff. Because, especially in the age of the internet, a few months is like a year. So, unless they try to come back and cancel him, like, which I doubt is really going to happen to him. Because he would have been canceled already if that's the case. But he should just take a few months off so people forget about the stuff that he did. I think he should quit. I think he should quit Complex because I don't really see him really getting much from Complex. That's why I say Revolt TV, because I think Revolt TV really, you can say what you want, but Revolt TV really, like, people really, like, they go off on Revolt from what I see.
But you don't even watch Revolt TV. You don't even watch
the
Joe Budden show.
Hey, Joe, that's because I didn't know about the name of it. I like Joe Budden. I just like him, but I think those two really did have something special together. I think he needs to find somebody else who he's cool with, try to do a show, and I think he can do it on his own platform.
Does he really need somebody else? Why? I mean, he was already doing well by himself, honestly.
He was doing well, but it's like, When him and Joe had, it was like two different opinions. Like I think for him to do his own show, I don't think he can do his own show. Would you sit there and watch Akademiks talk for 30 minutes?
If we're talking about what he used to do back in like 2014, 2015, I mean,
on Twitch he had other people with him. Like when he was on Twitch, he had other people talking with him.
I'm just talking YouTube. I'm just talking about his YouTube channel YouTube when like he didn't show his face.
That was 5-minute intervals. That wasn't for like 30 minutes.
Okay, so you wanted him to do like they did before on Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden. That's what you want him to do. So continue what he's doing right now, but just not with the what he's doing right now, pretty much with Wayno and Nadesca.
Yeah. Because he's not getting nothing from it.
Yeah, because I feel like he's not really like giving all his talents to the table. Pretty much, I feel like they're kind of restricting him in a sense.
That's what I'm saying. Revolt's gonna let him do what he wants.
But yeah, I don't know. I really don't think he should be signed with anybody.
The reason why I say he should sign with people is because when you sign with big corporations like Complex or Revolt, you get connections within the industry. You get more connections within the industry. I mean, the industry is big. Sure, access to it is like it. Now it may seem like anybody can just access it because we have the internet, but it's not like that. Like I feel like the music industry, thanks to the internet, is even more locked down. Like I think it's even more harder to get into now.
I just feel like he has enough connections, though.
Yeah, I think if Act goes independent, then like his whole career would go off the rails unless he puts the bottle down, because he could just like say something that gets him really messed up. Like he's going to think Freddie Gibbs a problem. It's going to be somebody bigger that he comes for when he's off that bottle and he's independent. Yeah, because like with the corporation, at least they can like keep him in check a little.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Revolt TV, that just don't sound like the move, bro. Because I like Joe Budden, but the show that Joe Budden is on Revolt TV, it's all right. I mean, it's nothing crazy about it. But the Joe Budden podcast, now that is the shit.
I never liked it. I'm sorry, I tried to.
Because he has creative freedom, and you get to see like his like emotions come out the most, and you get to see like his real opinions coming out, and he actually has time to discuss all these topics and not try to debate somebody all the time.
Yeah,
that's true.